So, Ms. Nashen, when you see a sign at your campus at the encampment that McGill has declared on multiple occasions is in violation of McGill's code of conduct, no Zionists allowed, do you feel welcome at McGill?
My grandfather was born in a refugee camp outside of Yemen in the British protectorate of Aden because Jews were being persecuted, and my grandmother was born in Morocco when Jews were being persecuted. And Israel was the only country that took them in. So I would not be alive today if it was not for the state of Israel. So when I see a sign on my campus saying no Zionists allowed, that means no Jews allowed. That is terrifying.
Ms. Pressman, when you hear the words "from the river to the sea" that are being chanted on campus, what does that mean to you?
To me, it means the annihilation of the state of Israel and a complete denial of historical fact about Jews belonging to the state of Israel. And for me, a lot of people who are saying it are the same people who often engage in other violent chants, such as Intifada until revolution. That's how it feels to me. And so Israel has always been my homeland, and it's the homeland of my family. It's the place that my grandfather faced intimidation for by the KGB because he was a proud Zionist, because he wanted to move to Israel. And those sayings deny what Israel's done for my family and what Israel's done for other Jews, including those in this room.
Ms. Cook, when you hear globalize Intifada, there's only one solution, Intifada revolution, what does it mean to you when you walk onto University of Alberta campus?
For the first time in my life, it makes me question if I belong in this country.
Mr. Eshayak, when you walk by the McGill illegal encampment and you get told to go back to Iraq, or other people are told to go back to Poland, what does that make you feel that people are saying? How you felt? So does it make you feel excluded?
I felt threatened and excluded.
Thank you. Ms. Nashen, when you were at McGill and you see McGill professors going to the illegal encampment and supporting the people doing the encampment, how does that make you feel if you have to go to a class being taught by that professor?
I took public international law last semester, and my professor signed a letter that said, "We reject the notion that it's anti-Semitic to contextualize the October 7th attacks." On October 7th, my aunt and uncle hid in their home on Kfar Aza for 30 hours as Hamas terrorists massacred their village. 10% of their village was massacred. Their house does not exist anymore. It is rubble. And they hid in their safe room for 30 hours, and we had no contact with them. We didn't know if they were alive, and we didn't know if they were hostages, and there is no context for that. But I had to go back to that class for the rest of the semester.
And when you went to complain to the administration at McGill, did they treat you with any respect and dignity in terms of this complaint, or did they basically disregard your comments?
Each office that I went to told me that it was a different office's jurisdiction. I spent about 2 weeks going from the Dean of Students' office to the Accessibility office, who sent me back to the Dean of Students' office, who sent me back to the Accessibility's office, and they just were not able to fix my issue, and I was forced to go back to a class that I felt unsafe in because nobody could help me.
Ms. Cook, when you asked for a menorah, which seems to be a very simple request to display a menorah, a Jewish symbol of hope at Hanukkah, and instead, the university took down the Christmas trees, did people around you blame the Jew for having deprived them of Christmas?
They did until I went to the media. Then I think my story got out there. But it shows they're willing to subject Jewish students to anti-Semitism and hurt Christian students at the same time to make sure that they don't look like they're supporting Jewish students or Israel.
Ms. Pressman, you're the founder of a national organization. Do the interactions with Jewish students and administrators when they have issues like this, based on the story that Ms. Nashen and Ms. Cook told, seem familiar to you in terms of what your membership is dealing with when they complain to administrations?
We've had students who have had the same situation where they're just told that it's another person's jurisdiction, and these are things that last for months. And then by the time when they're told to go meet with the right person, it's apparently too late to deal with that incident. It's very similar to what we're hearing across campuses across the country, where Jewish students feel unsafe, and when they actually try to use university support and try to use university staff to support them, they're not helped at all, and they're put in the wrong direction multiple times.